Hi everyone, for Mike Gallagher, this is Dennis Barker, head coach of the track and field and cross country teams here at Augsburg College. Dennis, I appreciate you joining me today.
Hey, good to be here.
Really appreciate it. We haven't had a chance to check in with you so far this year, but it's good to have you here and so we can talk about your first weekend last weekend at St. Thomas. Talk about the team's performance. Where you're coming off a little extended break, the holiday break. So talk about how you felt about the team's performance and if that's something you can build on going forward.
We got off to a really good start. We have some great returners from last year. We had women's 4x1 that went to nationals. We had some individuals that made nationals last year, both on the men's and the women's side, and they had a great fall of preseason conditioning, and so we have good leadership on the team that really got the team ready for the first competition, and so we got off to a really good start.
Last season, obviously, tremendously successful for you and the team. Talk about maybe building on some of that and maybe what you lost and what were your returning talent that can really step up for you this year.
Yeah, on the men's side, we have Nick Ward back, and he won conference titles in the long jump, the 55 meters, the 100 meters outdoor. We had a great 4x1 last year, 4x4, so he's kind of the main guy in a lot of those things. And then Rick Wolke really came on last year, qualified for nationals in both the 200 and the 400, and he's going to be one of the top 400 guys back in the whole conference this year. So that relay is going to be good again. Gil Millette, who was on the 4x1 last year, they got second in the conference, is back. Joe Arnold, another great 200, 400 guy. He's running right up there with Rick right now. So we think that we're going to have some really good individuals that are going to place very well in the conference and have a good shot at qualifying for nationals as well.
People may not know a whole lot about track and field or cross country. They say, running, they'll go out, they'll run the treadmill, they'll get their running, that'll be good for them. But talk about maybe some specialization things and things that guys like Nick Ward, Rick Welke, some of the more successful guys do in order to stay in shape and improve their performance so they can get back to nationals.
During the fall, we have a preseason conditioning program, and they do hill work. I mean, this area is fantastic for track and field training. We have some real good hills just a block away in the the Mississippi River Road. We also have a big park near us, Riverside Park. So they do some hill running, some aerobic work there. Plus, we also have the turf field now with the dome over it. So during the preseason conditioning, we're doing some running out there. We can do some plyometrics and things like that on that soft surface. So really, they just decided that they wanted to get the whole team going and get in shape for the season, and they did a great job.
Must be really nice to have those leaders on your team, I'm sure. On the women's side, Carolyn Sanungi, MIAC Athlete of the Week this week. I mean, it's got to be something where you lost Whitney Holm last year, and I'm sure you're looking for people to step up and fill her shoes. So seeing her this early in the season step up has got to be something that's fantastic for your program.
Yeah, first race of the year, she sets a personal best, and it's a time that I think would have placed probably second in the conference last year. So she's off to a great start, and again, just had a great fall of conditioning. Last year, coming into the season, she had been studying abroad in Thailand, and so wasn't in as good a shape as she was this year, but she really did a great job this fall getting herself ready, and just really looks great in the hurdles so far. Also set a personal best in the 200 meters in the first meet of the year. So then we have some great athletes coming back. Shanique Telfia qualified last year indoors in the 400 meters for nationals. Was the anchor on a 4x1 team that made it to nationals as well. So and she's a great athlete from in the long jump. She was all MIAC. So long jump, 100, 200, indoors 55, 200. She set the meet record last year at the MIAC indoor meet in the 200. So great all-around athlete. Then we have two other athletes that were on that national 4x1 team back as well. Katie Breeze, who set a personal best in the 55 meters in the first meet. Again, did a great job during the fall. And Ashley Carney, she started off great as well, 55 and 200, good times. So, right now after the first week of the season, not all the teams have competed yet, but most of them have. We have 5 of the top 10 MIAC runners in the women's 200, and I think 4 of the top 9 or so in the 55. So the women's sprints are looking really good right now.
Yeah, talking about throwing those out there. I mean, going forward, what are you going to hang your hat on? I mean, obviously to get this team to be successful and make even more strides in the MIAC on the national stage?
Well, the only big score we lost from last year was Whitney Holman. She was the indoor conference champion in the 55, and then was I think second last year outdoors in the 100 and on the 4x1 team. So there's a big hole there. But Steve Dahlhead is a fantastic coach. I think he's the best sprint coach in the MISC. Does a great job, and he's doing some great recruiting as well. And we feel like we have some good recruits coming in for next year to kind of fill in some holes that we'll have. But Shanique is just a sophomore this year, and so we have her back, plus some other good scorers coming back as well. So I think we're at a point now, and same on the guys' side. Rick Walke and Joe Arnold, they're both juniors, but they're great athletes. So I think we have quite a few people coming back even for next year, and the recruiting's going well.
Dennis, appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully we can check in again later this year. The good times hopefully keep rolling for you guys.
Yeah, you're always welcome to come to the meets. They're actually really exciting meets. We have more of them in town this year than we've ever had before. So it's always fun to have the Augies there. We had a great turnout at the first meet, so hopefully we get a few more Augies at some of these meets coming up.
Yeah, check that out on the track and field or cross country homepage. You can see where the meets are every weekend, and yeah, hopefully we can get out there and see something and support you guys. So really appreciate you coming again. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.